Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Imam Akbar and my name is 0903 1282 3281 and 04, and I am the information system majority in the Sriwijaya University. So today is a special day, obviously, because today I'm gonna take into the midterm examination in the operating system. So my lecturer has given me a case study what I need to complete that, which involve a working case on the control panel in the VirtualBox on the Linux. So before I get started, let me check the case study and you guys will see. Alright, this is my case study in the midterm exam. So in the case study, it was a be 5 point or 5 tasks what I need to complete that. So in the first point is a directory structure or making some file directory and the subdirectory. And then in the second point or second task is a file manipulation. And the third task is the setting access permission, and in the fourth task is the creating symbolic link, and the last task is the user mesh. Okay, before entering the control panel, I want to analyze the case and create a root of outline. So before that, I wanna analyze that. Okay, in the first task, I am asked to create a directory and name it with my name, a student ID or name, inside the home/mahasiswa directory. Then I need to create 3 subdirectories: first document, second code, and the third is a archive. So to complete the point 1, which involves creating a directory and 3 subdirectory, I need to use the command. What a command I choose that, I think that's mkdir or make directory command. Follow the directory location. Yeah, I think so. So it is a first task. I think that's complete. Just use the command mkdir, and it is a complete. It is what it is. Okay, next to the second task, require me to create a file name identitas.txt inside the document directory containing information such as a name, student ID, and study program. So to complete this task, I will use the echo command, maybe. Yeah, I think so. Why I am use the echo command? Because echo function to the display text or strings and can be used to write text directly into the file. Next, I am asked to copy the identitas.txt file to the archive directory and rename it to identitasbackup.txt file. So to complete this task, I will use the cp command. Yeah, cp command. It means a copy. Yes, copy command. Cp is a copy. That's a function to copy files or directories from one location to another location. Yeah. The next step, point C, likely move the identitas.txt file to the code directory. And for the complete this task or this point, I need the mv command or move command for this task. Nah, mv it means move, so you know it comments word. So you know it comment for what gitu. Next, the last point in the second task, I am asked to display the file. Here I will likely use the cat command for the show the result. Yeah, I think so. Next, the third task, it will be a bit tricky, I think. Yeah, I am asked to grant the file owner read and write permission, allow the group to read only, and deny access to other user for identitas backup.txt. So additionally, I need to change ownership, right? This seems like last week task. Yeah, last week I'm this task is same, where I recall using the chmod, yes, chmod command to change permission and the sudo chown as the appropriate command to change ownership. And for the last point, I just using ls-l command for the showing that. Yeah, I think it's enough. Okay, the next step, or the fourth task, I need to create file name referensi nim.txt containing the text ini adalah dokumentasi sistem operasi milik nama saya dengan nim saya gitu. This task is similar to the second one, so I likely use the same command. It is echo command again. Yeah. Next, the point B, I am asked to create a symbolic link. The ln min s command is used, yeah, for the symbolic link, followed by the location of the original file and the folder where the link will be created. So I input the two location of the file. So the point C in the fourth task, for displaying the link, the ls-l, of course, is a way to go. And lastly, I am asked to modify to content of reference nim.txt. Dokumentasi telah diperbarui oleh student name atau nama saya. I believe this can still be done using the echo2 command. Yeah, echo command 2. Right? I think yes, I think that's it. The last task is a user mesh, and the user mesh require to check the default umesh value on the system and change the umesh to 027, and then the create a new file named data nim.txt. This 2 points seems quite simple since I've already done this in the previous task. So to the complete this, I just need to use the umesh command. I think so. Just umesh command, and then the second task is umesh command 027, and that's complete. Yeah. All right. Okay. Mostly the analysis was enough. It is what it is. Hopefully I can complete it smoothly. I hope so. So let's jump straight into the control panel in the Linux. Okay, this is my welcome to my control panel on the Linux. So we play in the first task. Yes, the first question is about making the structure of the directory. We will be using the mkdir command to make the directory. So we write the mkdir home / mahasiswa. Okay, next mkdir /home / mahasiswa / what was that? My name / my name and / my name. Yes, my name. So 09031232. No 8232 81 and 04 underscore my name. Okay, and sorry, and enter, and then okay, first point was complete, and we answer to the second point. We will also be making 3 subdirectory inside our name, and they will be called document, code, and arsip. Right? So mkdir again / document. Yes, the second directory is code, and the third directory is arsip. Alright. Okay, the second point was complete in the first task. Okay, right, let's move on to the third point, was show the inside of the directory. So just type ls-l and enter. Alright, I think the first task is complete. Now we move on to the second task. The second question is about manipulating the content of the file. We will be filling content of document with our data using the echo min a command and apply it as identitas.txt. So we choose the echo min a. Right. Nama bar slash okay, and slash again. Oh no. Prodi. Sistem informasi. Okay. In the identitas of txt. Okay. Maybe I wanted to copy paste. Oh, wait. Wanna copy paste this. Yes. Copy paste this file. Right, in the what is question document dot identitas dot txt. All right, document identitas txt. All right, the second point. Now we will copy identitas txt to arsip and change the name to identitas backup.txt. Alright, to complete this point, we will use the cp home document, right? And the space, copy again, arsip identitas backup.txt. Alright. I want to see the case study and not recording, but it's okay. Identitas backup.txt. Right? It's running already. So move on to the next step is the move the identitas.txt file to the code directory. So to the moving the directory and file, we choose we using the mv command, right? Mv command document identitas move in the code. Code slash. Alright, it's complete. The last step is now we show what inside of the identitas backup txt using the cat command. Right, identitas cat. Oh. Wait. Okay, now showing the nama, name, and prodi. Right, the second task was complete. So we move on to the third question. It's all about changing access to give a reading and writing access to the file owner while giving only the access of reading to groups and giving the other user no access to identitas_backup.txt. And we will be using the chmod command and following up with the 644 command. 6 in the command refers to the give reading to writing access to the owner. 4 in the command refers to the give reading access to group, and the command while 0 or O refers to the give no access for other user command. So chmod 6 for O, 6 for the owner, 4 for the group, and O for the other user. We will copy this and paste this, right? Okay, the first step was already done, and the next step is to change the ownership of identitas_backup.txt so that root user and staff groups own it. We do it by using the chown to change its ownership. So we will use the sudo chown root staff, sudo chown root staff. Okay, like this. And then location file was copy paste, just copy paste. Okay, password. Alright. Alright. So the second step was done, and the last step to finish this part, it show what we've done using ls-min-l. So I think that ls-min-l, copy this, paste. Okay, this show the RWR and one root staff. All right, so the owner, so move the staff, moving to staff. All right, so we will be next in the fourth question is about reference and making symbolic link. The first step is to make new file called referency name.txt, and we will be filling it with our data including our name and student number. So it was be use the echo again, echo ini adalah dokumentasi sistem operasi. Ini adalah sistem operasi milik Imam Akbar. Okay, we will copy this and paste this. Referency name.txt. Referency. Right. The next one is making a symbolic link of referency.name.txt using the lns command, which is a syntax used to make symbolic link, and we will be naming its shortcut name .txt. Alright, so ln min s, and copy this again, paste this, and get a space, copy this, and paste this. Okay, already changed. Alright, and then the step 3. Now we view the file list in the said directory, including the information of the attribute, to make sure that the links are established using the lsl command. Okay, so ls min l command. Okay, now look the this referency nim.txt and the shortcut nim.txt symbolic link to referency nim.txt. So the task will be done. So as you can see the bottom, the links are now established. The next part of the number 4 is telling to change the content of referensi nim.txt to dokumentasi telah diperbarui oleh Imam Akbar, and as usual we will be using the echo command. So we will use the echo again. Echo dokumentasi telah diperbarui. Dokumentasi. Okay, copy this again and paste already. Alright. And then the last part is to view what inside of shortcut nim.txt. We will once more be using the cat command again. Okay, already the cat command again. So cat shortcut. Shortcut was, where's my shortcut? Shortcut nim.txt. Right. Look, the dokumentasi telah diperbarui oleh Imam Akbar. So this is running B already. As you can see, the symbolic link acts link to the genuine file of referensi nim.txt. So if the genuine file were to ever be modified, the symbolic link will also be showing said charge. So the last task, finally, last question. Okay, the first step is to check the default umask value by using the umask command. Okay, just umask. Alright, my default umask was 002, and the second step, the next step is modifying the umask value to 027 and making a new file name datanim.txt using the umask command. So umask 07 home. Touch for the making a new file. Data underscore name dot txt. Alright. As usual, we will be showing what were made and modified using the lsl command to the view access point. So we're gonna be use ls min l command again and again for the showing this directory, this file, sorry, right? rwr and then home mahasiswa name, my name, and data name, right? So this is a last explanation. You must change affect the ownership. Wait second. The point D, jelaskan bagaimana perubahan you must memengaruhi izin akses file yang baru, right? So you must change affect the ownership of the newly made file by reducing the default access given by system. Linux default file permit amount 666, which consists of reading and writing for all user, while the amount of directory permit is 777. It means which consists of reading, writing, and execution for all user. Alright, UMass will be reducing say permit amount. For example, if UMass is set to 027, then the permit amount which will be made is 666 divided 027, which going to be 640, which means the owner will have access to reading and writing, group will have access to reading, while other user will have no access at all. In conclusion, you must allow control setting access to be more effective in protecting file from you when the access kernel from other group and user. So 6, the first for the owner, the second for the group, and the third or the last itu for the other user. Alright, I think that case study will be done. I hope I'm correctly already done for the case study, and thank you guys for the see my case study, and I hope to be a good mark for this midterm examination. Thank you guys, and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.